Hello YouTube, this is RUTrayman2 and I am back indoors now because the shop is too cold right now. For this video I wanted to show a couple things. I got this in the mail. I bought it through eBay. It was just a big lot of Con-Cor trucks and trailers. There's more trailers than there is trucks, but they have these little Freightliner cabovers. There was 4 of them. There's only 3 in here now because I've already built one up. I'll go ahead and show you that one right now. Okay, so you see that one. It's pretty much all fixed up and painted, and it is modified. And then there's one conventional truck in there. I'll put that on the side because I'm not really gonna. Actually, I'm not gonna use that right now. There's some trailers and parts and pieces and all that in there. Nothing real special. But what I'm gonna focus on today are the little cabovers. So I'll take one cab over and show you. As you can see, when you look at it from the front, the fuel tanks stick out really far on either side. That's how the truck was built and designed. It looks really bad. Also, for American trucks, there's not a whole lot of fender wells on semi-trucks. It's just not a very common thing. Also, the mirrors, if there even is mirrors on the Con-Cor trucks, I believe there is, they were missing. And the frame is pretty wide. The pintle hitch doesn't look very realistic. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I modify these. Mainly because I just did one in HO scale, and I didn't do a video of it, and I got guff from some people. Why didn't you do a video on that? That was so cool. So I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like, because most of my YouTube subscribers have not seen it. It made it to my Facebook page, but not to my YouTube channel. So I'll go ahead and show it to you right now. So as you can see, it is a highly modified Athearn Blue Box HO scale Freightliner cabover. What I did was I cut it down right behind the window, and then I cut the back of the cab off and then just put it up there and glued it on, and made a day cabover Freightliner out of it. I added a lot of aftermarket detail parts on it to make it look good, and I think it came out pretty well. The Saya decals that I have, I know I've done this before, but they have a little browning around the decal. I don't know if you can see it, but they bubble, they break. This one actually broke in about 7 different places. Now you can see one break is still there. It actually broke right in the middle of the O on the second O for motor freight. It broke on the S in 3 different places. I did a pretty good job putting it back together, but let me tell you, it's a pain in the butt. So, yeah. The second trailer will take a while to get done. But anyway, enough rambling. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this apart. This truck that came in that box had no exhaust stacks. So the first truck that I built, that I showed you, I cut off one stack and made it a single stack. Here's the stack. This one I'm going to cut off one stack, and the 2 stacks combined will make the 2 stacks left over for this truck when I do this one later. So I'll cut off one of the stacks. I'll cut off the driver's side stack, and then I'll just take it apart, modify it, and put it back together the way I see fit. This will be a Consolidated Freightways truck, cabover. The cab will stay white, the frame will be red, and I will purchase some aftermarket wheels for it through Showcase Miniatures. Dayton spoked wheels, that's what I want to put on there. You can see the rims and wheels are just hardly any detail at all. Wheel Models also makes some semi-truck wheels, but they're sold out right now. So start by taking the cab off. It's pretty easy. You can see there is cab glass inside there, and the grow work pulls out really easy. I'll get my tweezers and try to pick out the cab glass. It appears as if this has been glued in, so I'll do that off camera so to save time. I'll go ahead and take off the wheels now, because I'll probably not, well, I definitely will not be reusing these. I have to order the wheels through Showcase Miniatures. I actually order, I don't order direct through them. Well, I kind of order direct through them, direct through eBay. They do have an eBay page. And I purchased some Showcase Miniatures, my N-scale vehicle parts tub. I purchased some Showcase Miniatures mirrors. So I have the mirrors for this truck at least. They're etched metal mirrors. I don't know how well you can see that. And they come with little blinkers and then little bumper posts. Really detailed for little tiny mirrors. So I'll add those on there, and then I'll narrow the frame and move the fuel tanks inward like I did on that other truck that you saw earlier. So as you can see, it's very easy to take these trucks apart. Now the truck is in several pieces. Off camera I will take the windows out, and then we'll come back and I'll start showing you how I modify the frame. Okay, so I got the window out. The window is a big fat cast piece of clear plastic. I don't even think I'll be using that. It's kind of goofy. I'm going to put the other parts aside for now because I don't need them. Cab's still on. Well, I fit it back on for a reason. When I cut the cab, I'm going to shorten the frame as well, because when I cut the cab, the frame will seem 3 times longer than what it is now, and it'll just look goofy. Plus I'm going to make it a single rear axle in the middle of the cast pintle hitch, because I don't even know if you can buy these aftermarket, just parts. I know you can buy them in other places, and I might even make a new one because I just don't like the way it looks. It looks really funny. Just doesn't really look like a real hitch. Actually I think I want to do the cab first. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to assess what the cab is and looks like. You can see it has some steps right over here on the side. I want to cut this top step close to the cab, and then I want to cut this piece at the back of the steps at the bottom of the cab. So I'll go ahead and do that real quick and then show you what I did, or try to do it on camera, I guess. So I'm going to cut right here, and then right here like that, but not cut the step all the way off. Okay. Alright, I got it. Alright. I don't know if you can see, but I cut the step out of there, and then I cut this piece right back here so it's loose. It's not off all the way, but it's loose. And when I cut the cab, I'm going to slide it forward and try to keep the step on there. If I can't keep the step because it's too wide, then I'll just cut it off, and it's no big deal. I can re-add this bottom piece step right behind the fender well if I need to. If not, it doesn't look bad without it, because you've seen it on the HO version and it looked okay. So next, I'm going to slice off this handrail in the back. See it on the back of the cab there? There's like a grab iron. It's molded on. I want to slice that off because when I go to cut the cab, I don't want the X-Acto knife blade hitting this handrail and going off to the right or left, making it uneven. So I'm going to slice that off so it's smooth, and then that'll give me a good contact point to cut on. I'll cut the one off the other side as well. And just slice it off. Later I'll add a wire grab iron there. It'll look better. I'll go ahead and cut the other side step and then show you how I prepare to make the straight line cut across the cab.